Right, ladies and gentlemen, so today is Thursday, 5th of June, and we just actually provide the presentations for the TMX, like providing details about that, how our DEX is growing. And I just want to say that, guys, it's growing really well because like for today, we already hit on the TG event more than 200 Ethereums. And basically we're growing. And that's basically the great time because we have the period up to the 30th of this month. So like that people who want to join, so basically you can make it right now, and the minimum to start just like 0.5 Ethereum. So that's the pretty cool. But I just want to like provide some information about that, where we're planning to go, guys, with our DEX. And I think it's going to be interested. I really like this website, by the way. I'm just checking this from time to time, and maybe you know this as well. It's called cryptobubbles.com, guys, not .com, .net. So just right here, we can check the different crypto, right? And you can see the different range for the 1 day. You can check range for the 1 hour, like the difference in the price, right? So we just can click for the 1 day. We can check like which coins been follow, which coins been guys growing, and like we can see for the 1 day it was not pretty cool, but for the 1 week already better, right? You can see there's some hype coin, like some sky. This white did for the 1 month did like 74 percentages, which is the pretty cool, and it's not for the 1 month, it's for the 1 week. And just let's click for the 1 month, and right there gonna be something more positive, right? So we can see that so many coins did the great results, like for the past 30 days. So it's definitely the really great market because on the distance we're definitely growing, right? And all the coins, like most of them, did the great result for the past 1 month. But let's just click for the year, yeah, and it's basically gonna be the numbers where we want to be, yeah. And I just wanna like get your attention for these two coins. Yeah, you can see the virtual, you can see this SPX, yeah, like that's the growing which they did for the past year. Of course, I don't know what kind of the project is that, yeah, like what this project is about, but we can see that basically the growing, right? That virtual did like almost, guys, 20x, like 20x, and SPX did like 100x. So with our DEX, guys, with the TMX coins, it's like basically we have the potential to be right there as well, yeah, and just hit like this even like 10x. It's already gonna be the really great, because right now on the private sale, like we provide for the people the really best price, and on the TGE event, yeah, like that's also gonna be really great price, because on the TGE your tokens will be liquid after that is finished, and once we're gonna go live on the exchanges, so people can sell the coins, yeah, people can hold it, people can stake it. So many great stuff gonna be with there. And even if we're gonna hit, let's say, like virtual, like this 2000 percentages, so that's gonna be the really massive success. But like we have the really great example with the DEX, which is already on the market long time, and like we just basically, I don't want to say that we copy everything, right? But we just made like better than have GMX. So like GMX is also decentralized platform. This is decentralized exchange, and like our trader Jake, he really in touch with these owners, like with these people, and he even was trade, yeah, on the GMX, yeah. But of course, like it's much interested when you have your own DEX, like where you're gonna trade. So like GMX platform, guys, also like they're really popular with the traders and like for the traders. And if we're gonna go together with you, and we can just like type GMX on the coin market cap, it's basically their token. So we can open and we can check the price for today, like $15, right? That's basically the price. But if we're gonna go to the all-time high, so we can find out that the price was, guys, $86, yeah, like by the coin market cap. So many people, they just really got a lot of the benefits from that, yeah, because like they just bought like even by lesser price than this, yeah, because right now I think this is the price for the GMX. It's the same when it was launched, but of course they had the private sale, right? They was selling the tokens like 50 cents or $1. So Jake know that better. After that also they had the TG event, and of course so many people, they got a lot of the percentages with that, so like they made really great profit. So like right now we have basically the same which we provide to the community. So like I don't have like my wallet connected on the TMX, but basically all of you already seen this page, the TMX Tribe Perpetual, and just right over here, guys, you can see that now amount is like 207 Ethereum, and just for today, like what we collected, just let's go to the Google and we can just find out like 207 Ethereum to the US dollars, and you can see that for today for today, guys, is going to be like more than $500,000. Yeah, you can see, right? $530,000. That's what we already collected. And of course, like pool is still open. Yeah, so you still have the time to join, like, and buy the tokens by the best prices, because so many different people from all around the world, they join right now TMX because they understand the potential, right? So like how that could be, like what kind of the profit people can receive. So we're just right here, yeah, like on this website, which you see on the Tribe Perpetual. So you just need to connect your wallet. Right now, I don't have it on my computer. I'm just doing this from the phone. And just like you connect that wallet, and you just basically by click on the one button, you like buying this because all the decentralized. So that's the pretty cool, because right here, guys, we have all the what is created, just like provide for the people that like, you know, decentralization. Because right here, when you just go in for the DEX, you don't need the KYC. Yeah, so like you don't need to provide your documents, your passport, guys, because like, you know, I just had the incident with the one of the centralized exchange, and just like they decide, yeah, so like something wrong with the finances, something wrong, just maybe they just like start to think to make something different, like my money just going from the, like, you know, from the like, you know, that source which unusual, and they just start to do investigation, right? So like account locked for the already, like I think like 3 weeks, and like they just ask from me all the bank statements, all that stuff. So like I provide everything, and just right now basically they unlocked my account on the centralized exchange, but it was a lot of the headache, yeah, guys, and like a lot of that. And just like in the some cases, the centralized exchange can hold your money, they basically do not like give it to you back. So I see Brian is joined. Let me just make him co-host, and I will gonna finish like my part, so maybe Brian can add something. So just right here, guys, we can see that we already collect that, which is the really cool. And like we have, of course, the great time and the great wait for the people to collect even more. Yeah, so like just don't miss this opportunity, definitely, because that price which is provided right now for the people, it's not gonna be anymore. Yeah, so just like that. Also, our X account, yeah, like our Twitter, you can see right now we inside the account. So like we have raised already 11,000 followers. So like if you still not right here, if you still not following us, so let me just send this to you so you can follow just right there. Just subscribe, guys, so you basically can always check what we post on the X account. So like it's the really important to be listed on the different centralized exchanges. And of course, like with that stuff, we gonna grow even higher, yeah, with the prices. So many great stuff going with the TMX right now, and like I know so many people gonna be benefit from that. And we, of course, our goal, yeah, like provide for the community some great tool, yeah, some great solution. And that solution, guys, of course, our decentralized exchange, with which one people can achieve great result. Because like the best percentages you can make when you buying the tokens on the early stage, when you buying some crypto on the private sale. That's what we have right now, guys, with our decentralized exchange. Because like this kind of the percentages people, of course, received because they bought it on the basically on the early stage when it was just basically launched. So we can just check it right now with you, so how that was. Yeah, you can see. So the price for this was like, you know, around 3 cents, 3 cents, like 3 cents, and after that bomb, you know, like it just go into the sky. Of course, like people made significant percentages. So the same stuff we expect that gonna be with the TMX, because we have the real stuff behind us. Yeah, so like we have the real exchange, we have so many people, of course, so many traders will gonna trade on our DEX, and it will gonna provide the liquidity, and of course so many people can benefit from that. So like it's real project which have real stuff behind it. That's the really great. Yeah, so like I see the Brian is driving. So Brian, you maybe want to say something, so you can just unmute yourself and like tell us a few words.
Hey, what's going on? Sorry, I got caught in traffic down here. Didn't even have service for a while, but I'm on the way back to my office now. I caught the tail end there, everything you went over. I mean, guys, you see the momentum in the chat. You see what's going on in the Telegram chat. That'll tell you right there. I mean, I've seen so many people purchase while I'm sleeping. So it's worldwide. Everybody all over the world is catching on to this. You know, those guys, those YouTubers, some people are like, well, those YouTubers don't have that many followers. Well, why do we have 70 new wallets or so that have purchased? So those are some good followers, you know, some good YouTubers that have thousands of subscribers. Jake even said one of them has 1 million subscribers. So we're getting out there. Everything's getting out there. People are joining our chat. They're joining the Telegram. They're joining Twitter. You know, I always got that question when we first started that. How are you guys going to do this with such a small community? Well, with just our small community, we did that private sale. And besides what we moved over and from Trade Tribe, I don't know how much it was, probably six, 700,000 plus the 871,000 we raised while the market was literally sideways and going down. With our little community, what that did is that made it like the market maker, that Jake talked to, the Weeks Exchange, all those people are like, wow, you did that with such a small community. Now put in some marketing into this. And that's what Jake's done. And now look at us. We're over 10,000 people on X, which that's going to keep growing as well. The goal is 100,000. And then from there, our Telegram, to me, I'm happy where it is, but I guess getting more and more is better. More is better. So I'm just blown away, honestly, by the amount of purchases that are coming through, even from big ones about 80 to $90,000 to people just buying the minimum 0.05. Because you got to look at it. If you spend just a little bit on this and you get in, I don't know, say you got 1,000 tokens and our token pumps up to $50 a token. That's literally some type of life-changing situation to make your life easier. Buying a new car, you know what I mean? Paying off the rest of your mortgage, putting 3 or 4 kids through private school, depends on where you're at, and or setting yourself up for a long run, or taking that and put it into the exchange and earning the passive income. If everybody on here, I believe everybody on here is because they want passive income. And that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. That's why we created this. That's why Jake was like, he's like, just stick with me because you want passive income and not have to rely on me trading of the stress of up and down market where you see it drop and everybody's like, oh my gosh, there's $200 billion got liquidated. Now when that happens, we're going to be kind of excited, because first off, most of us on here are just investors or holders. We're not like traders, straight up trading in trades all the time. So just holding a Bitcoin and it goes to 105 and it goes down to 95. I mean, who cares? You're not stressed out about it. You're just holding anyways. But those traders that are in trades are going to get liquidated in trades. That liquidation money goes right to the exchange. Those fees go right to the people that are staking their token or adding liquidity. So the fact that TMX Exchange will pay out 70% to those people that have liquidity in there and 20% that are staking the token, you can always take those token earnings and move them, that USDT over, put it into the exchange's liquidity. And don't get me wrong on this. If you have Ethereum sitting around or Bitcoin sitting around that you don't want to use for anything else, but it's just sitting there, like Tim was saying, you know, decentralized, that nobody can take your funds. You put that Bitcoin into TMX exchange as liquidity, you'll earn off of that. And anytime you can always click and withdraw the Bitcoin, but you obviously won't make the 50% from those fees as being a liquidity provider. So this is to me the ultimate passive income machine that we've all wanted, but we've never really understood or understood how it worked or even been at a part of something like this. Because don't get me wrong, if someone say, hey, go put money into GMX right now, well, I don't have a ton of money to put in there. But if they would have told me, hey, we have a pre-sale of a GMX token at 90 cents, buy some of these tokens and be like, all right, well, I'll buy some of those tokens at a pre-sale. If I'd have known about it, you put that $2,000 in at 90 cents, that token goes up to, it goes to $91. But even if it goes to $50, you're like, oh my gosh, my little bit of money just turned into a lot of money. Then you stake it into the exchange. Then you're making that passive income daily that you would love to make, that a lot of us have tried to make in other platforms, but all they keep doing is lying to us or disappearing or never last. Because to be real, I mean, I don't know anybody that, probably besides Jake, and even Jake's had his ups and downs in trading, that has consistently won for over a year. Name a platform or maybe two platforms that you've been in for over a year and you've consistently got paid from. It's hard. Maybe like one or two platforms, and congratulations that you got in those. I personally have picked the wrong ones. I've shared it. And what that happened was I lost money. My friends lost money. People said that oh, you were part of that. I wasn't part of it. I put money in too. I lost it just like anybody else. So when we created TMX, it's like, hey, now we have something that's built on smart contracts that literally you push a button, you do an action, there's going to be something happen from it. Nobody's going to say, oh, wait, Tim, that money was added from three different accounts to your wallet. We're going to hold your money. That's in my opinion, that's not cool. Because what if Tim has, he has Coinbase, he has crypto.com, he has MetaMask, he has Trust Wallet. He's sending money to his centralized exchange from all of them, and then he has to prove him to them the money's from him. Like, that's just a headache. Half the people can't even find where a hash number is to find and then get screenshots of all of it. So without that big, grandfather or whatever you want to call it, the government looking down on you, or those people, the regulations controlling everything, we don't have that. We're gonna have something that ties right to your MetaMask, to your wallet, to your Trust wallet. You'll be able to control all of it, and that freedom feels good. Like me and David talk about it all the time. The fact that it's like we finally got something that's gonna change not even our lives. It's gonna change the people around us. Because if you're in our community, you're gonna win. It's inevitable to get this token at this price, see it get pumped up into the market. Jake is working his butt off to get onto multiple different exchanges, not just Weeks, even though Weeks does billions of dollars in trading volume a day, and every YouTube live trader I see promotes that like crazy. But they also promote decentralized, and some of these YouTuber guys, they don't even really know about it. They're using a Brave browser with a built-in VPN to even use Weeks. If they knew a little bit about trading on a decentralized exchange where there's no risk for people losing their money. And I've seen some of these YouTubers get, people yelling at them because somebody got on Weeks or they got on MEXC and they turned their VPN off. They messed with the VPNs on their account. And then next thing you know, they can't withdraw, which they'll be able to withdraw. They just have to argue with support for a while and then get their money out of there. There won't be any problems like that at TMX Exchange. There's not any problems like that at GMX. So if you're looking for a spot to put crypto in there, to have it safe, to earn from it, TMX is the way to go. I can't wait till we get the Visa card. I mean, that guys, the Visa card is going to be so cool. You put $1,000 on the Visa card, go buy a couch, buy a refrigerator. I don't care what you buy something and hold up like the card without showing the numbers and say, I bought this from my earnings from staking in an exchange. This is from crypto, decentralized, bought myself a refrigerator, paid zero taxes on it. People are going to be like, what? How did you spend your crypto like that? Well, let me show you. Then with TMX Exchange, there'll be three levels. Don't know the percentages yet. I think Jake said it, but I can't remember. But on the trading volume underneath you, that's like the volume of people putting in funds from you referring them moving in funds around and, maybe selling some tokens and doing some things. That's extra money that you're going to get paid in USDT. There might be some extra like rewards and airdrops, like Jake talked about as well, like we have on that one pager, that will pay you in maybe some TMX tokens for referring it to. So it's just extra ways to earn by helping people get into an exchange to where they know their money is safe. I couldn't tell you over the years that I'm always telling people. They always ask me. Today, a lady asked me, like, I really want to buy Bitcoin, but I don't know where to buy it or where to store it. I'm like, Trust Wallet. She's like, yeah, Trust Wallet. I'm like, it's the safest one you can do. If you don't own your 12-word phrase, you don't own your crypto. Because in any of them, MEXC, Weeks, there's no 12-word phrase. I send my crypto over there. They basically own it. Crypto.com owns your crypto. The Bank of America owns your money. When Gary has his money in his safe at home, he owns that money. And Susan has her money in her purse. That's her cash. She puts it in the bank. They're like, "Thank you. We're gonna do some stuff with it." And then she comes back and says, "Can I get my $100,000?" They're gonna say, "Well, give us some time. We gotta figure out how to pull that together." Like we've all been there where you're like, "You seriously don't even have my money?" No, they don't. So there's no more control here. And that's why we're doing this. This will be a passive income machine for years to come. It's just all of us now. And if you're watching this replay, you have a chance to get in this early to increase your funds from this much to like that much and then earn passive income off of it because that token is going to fly. Jake's goal is to get this token to $100. Congratulations to anybody that buys the token and sits on it. If you buy it and sell it right away, thank you, I guess, for making it possible for me to buy more TMX because it's going to be really hard to get in the first place. But I would say buy, hold, stake, earn rewards, take those rewards, roll them into the liquidity, take those rewards as well, compound it into liquidity, or pay yourself as well. But as long as you got that working for you, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is our baby. This is why me, Tim, and David are doing this. We're not even making any money. We're doing this. We're doing this because we know the future. We see the future. We've watched it happen with GMX. What's the other one? HMX. There was another one that Jake showed a while back that launched around $4 to $5 as well. And all these other exchanges where we seen Pancake Swap token, didn't even know it even had a token to it, 200x, and it's like, oh my gosh. Now we're at the beginning of it where if you don't know about TMX, I mean, I'm sorry, you gotta listen, you gotta understand. And I got a lot of crypto people that are like, what's this TMX? And I'll try to tell them, and some get it, some don't. And then they come back with me on something that is going to completely disappear. And since we've been doing this, every person that talked to me at the beginning part, they're already in another opportunity trying to promote it to people to be able to make money. All these crypto people are only making money off of you joining them, and then Tom and Sally and Bob and Angela joining them. They make those percentages from that, and they make their money. They're half of them never make it 90 days to 6 months. And all it does is give everybody a bad reputation, give crypto a bad reputation, makes everybody scared to share anything. So that's why we were like, let's just do this and maybe try to find something real. But everything I come across, ain't none of it real, guys. It's really not. I mean, there's some that are working, and it's like, I don't know, do your due diligence, vet them out, make sure they got some real utility with it. But this is gonna be magical. I don't even know what else to say besides I'm so excited all the time about it. And me and David's got the store. Like, it looks good. It's how close is the store ready to go? I think I did everything I needed to do, right?
Yeah, I think today, later on today, if not, no later than tomorrow, but it's official. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got
And we
we
got the
got
beer
some
mugs.
we got the beer mugs, we got coffee cups, we got bro tanks, we got tank top, or sorry, we got regular tank shirts. I don't even wear shirts anymore. It's too hot down here. And and then sweatshirts as well. So yeah, this is gonna be fun, and it's only gonna get cooler. Everything's gonna look better. More designs coming. If you guys are really good at making designs or any graphics or anything, let us know. We'll just throw it on there. Make a shirt for your liking as well. So yeah, that's what I got, Tim. Great job going over everything,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, thanks, Brian. I just want to add something, guys. And basically, if you store your crypto somewhere, so like Trust Wallet is great, MetaMask is okay, but make sure that you do not connect your Trust Wallet and MetaMask to everything. Because, like sometimes people just connect like the wallet to some website, and that website is not legit. And you connected your wallet and you have some funds right there, and basically they can take all of that funds which you have if you, accept the permission, for that maybe even you're not gonna see that. But like sometimes, people watching, like, or some airdrop, maybe we're gonna claim that. If you just like hunting for the airdrops, for example, so you must have some separate wallet, yeah, like for that, let's say for the MetaMask or the Trust wallet, whatever it is, and you can connect it. But like that wallet where you store some funds, yeah, so like better do not connect that, and like better you have, like, you just need to have some separate wallet for that one. But what is even better, I just already like bought the second one. I have the one, and this one is the second. It's called a Trezor, yeah. So like maybe if you're interested, I can record some video, yeah, like about this one. This one is, they call it cold wallet, yeah. So like what you can do with this, so you can store your crypto, but like you connect this only when you need to make some operation. So it's not connected to the internet, yeah. So like it just basically you put it into your computer, you just send the funds, and after that you unlock it, and like you just put it somewhere, and it's just gonna be right there. When you need it, you just connect it to a computer, you made a transaction, after that you unconnected. So just go in that way. So like that's a thing. If you're interested, it's like, we can record some video, for that. Unfortunately, I had the 30K stolen exactly like that 6 months ago. Yeah, like, Nabs just he provided in the chat. Yeah, so guys, that's the really important, because like, when you like work with the funds, especially with crypto, when you have the wallets, like, like I said, these DApps wallets, like MetaMask or Trust wallet, do not connect this to the different websites. Yeah, because sometimes they're saying it's the greater airdrop, you can make some money, but in the fact it's created to take your funds. Yeah, because like, for example, that's like right now I seen many YouTube videos, like people just promote like, yeah, this airdrop, that airdrop, and people just start to connect, and after that, they even do not remember where that, like, that wallet been connected. So like, don't do that mistake, yeah, and just of course be safe. Yeah, so just like that. And of course, guys, we don't have today some trading part, yeah, because like I don't know how to do that. So Brian, like, know about that some more, and Jake will can make it like this for Monday. So yeah, like, Dave, if you want to add something, so you can do. Or
Yeah, well, Brian took the words out of my mouth. That was amazing what Brian said. It just hit the nail on the head on all points, and it's so true. I was just telling Brian the other day, we are talking, and basically it was just like, this is so exciting. Finally we got something where 100% of everybody in this community is going to win, and it's just an amazing feeling because we've been through so many ups and downs. On a personal level, I've been through other platforms where I thought it was real, and then coming to find out it wasn't. Now, in this journey, when somebody is always looking to look out for a community and build a team, and we don't know what's real and what's not. So throughout the years, it was rough, But the thing is, it's like you want something real so that you can pass it on, and it just everybody loses money when it's not real, right? So when you have something like TMX, and you have something that's finally real, where people are going to be winning for a lifetime, and that's the beauty of it, because it's not going anywhere, and we have something where it's just refreshing. Like yesterday, when or it was yesterday or the day before, I know Jake was taking a trade, and he asked Brian, "Hey Brian, what should I do?" It just shows that, of course, Jake knows what he's doing, Brian knows what he's doing, and this is 1,000% real. You cannot dispute the fact that Jake knows how to trade, Brian knows how to trade, and I didn't even know knew how to trade until recently. And I'm like, man, dude, you're killing it. But it just shows that in this community, we all look out for each other. If you want to learn how to trade, you can learn how to trade. Our first exchange that we're going to be listed on is Weeks. And then sky's the limit. We could be on Mexi, we could be on centralized exchanges, Um, like Brian was saying, we have over a ton of people just buying, buying, buying. We got some big YouTubers spreading the word. The Twitter account, or I should say X, 11,000 followers, you guys. This is huge. This is growing daily. We got the merch store up. We got, beer mugs. We got the bro tanks. We got t-shirts. And you're in control 1,000%. I just want to leave it at that. You're in control 1,000%. And I think at the end of the day, we all wanted something where you're going to win, where you're in control. And if you share it with friends and family, they're going to win too, because this is something where if you're in control and you're able to make profit. And the reason somebody asked me the other day, how do you know that people are going to be making money? How do you know that this is going to win? Because I've seen it happen before. I was just late to the game. Like Brian was talking about pancake swap. I'm like, man, I wish I knew about that. Uniswap. I wish I knew about that at the very beginning. There's so many different exchanges or even just tokens in general that you just wish that you're a part of. Think about your favorite token. I always like to say, imagine being at the very beginning. Well, this is that same deal. This is the same type of deal. But this is on a bigger level, guys. There, a token exchange comes a dime a dozen. A decentralized exchange, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So, anyways, this is a small TMX family, but we're doing it, and this is something where you guys are gonna look back in the next 90 to 6 months from now, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna be very, very happy. So I'm excited. And anyways, Tim, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, and I just guys, like we have so many people who like right now like learning the trading. I also learned the trading. I know Jerry, he also do the really great trades. He just posted in our chat about his results. And by the way, he right now is not sleeping because like it's night, yeah, in the place where he is. And I just want to say that from the next week, we also have so many presentations. So like you have the chance to bring some friends, yeah, because we're gonna have the giveaways, yeah, like some sharp information about that, what we are doing. And like that guys who is interested in the passive income, who is interested in some great stuff to receive the profit with crypto, so just share that with them. And like you have your referral link, yeah, to the TMX, so you can just share it with them and you can get additional profit. Of course, if you're interested in that, it's not mandatory, yeah, but it's basically going to be additional profit for you. So like don't forget about that as well. And of course, we want to wish for all of you guys the great weekend. Yeah, like don't forget about the TMX tokens, about the TG event. It's still running until the end of this month. And of course, the next week, like I said, we're going to have the live trading and giveaways, which is pretty awesome. So thanks everyone. Recording gonna be really like posted really soon. And thanks Brian, thanks Dave, and all the guys who was today with us today. Thank you.